Hey y'all, welcome back to Floating Hands on the Internet. Today, I'm going to be looking into the relationship and friendship between, or just the energy in between Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles. I got this request and the person kind of cautioned me that some people might not like this reading for whatever reason. I'm not here to start anything. I just want to look at the energy in between them. I like reading on situations I don't know nothing about because I get to go in blind. So the only thing I Googled was, I know that Louis is a Sag, right? Or what is December? Is December 24th? Is that on the cusp? Or maybe he's a Capricorn. Hold on, let me rethink my life decisions here. But anyway, Harry Styles is an Aquarius, and I know that there's been a long-going rumor that they two were romantically involved. So I just want to see, like, where are they at in their friendship? Is there any bad blood? Okay, so Louis is a Capricorn. I stand corrected. Okay, so we're just gonna look at their friendship, all for legend and entertainment purposes only. If you guys want a free reading from me, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com with a picture of yourself, your prompt, yada yada yada. These are getting kind of messy. All right, so we're gonna see, how does Harry feel about Louis? We're gonna do that part first. This is for legend and entertainment purposes only. How does Harry feel about Louis in general? How does Harry feel about Louis? Harry feel about Louis? 8 of Cups reversed. 9 of Wands. Okay. So, how does Harry feel about Louis? I pulled the 8 of Cups in the reversal. The 8 of Cups are about walking away and moving on. That's about clinging to something that you've stayed in for too long, but you're not wanting to let it go. And then you have the 9 of Wands, which is about persistence, self-reliance. That's about setbacks and struggles, but it's kind of like you kind of keep trekking on. You feel exhausted. If you're asking about love, this card is about dealing with difficulties that have experienced you from fulfilling romantic fulfillment. But this card basically is like, you weathered the storm. I'm hearing the song "Into the Thick of It," or "Out of the Woods" actually as well. It's funny because of Harry Styles, but this is like you've gone through something with somebody, and you're almost out of it. That could be about the past. Yeah, this could be about the past and kind of the special connection that being in One Direction was for them, I'm sure. Yeah, and that's about like fear of change. I wonder if there's a bit of nostalgia around Louis with Harry, because that's like about, you should walk away, you should move on, but it's hard. We've weathered the storm together, even though this is 9, so it's about nearing completions of cycles, but I'm scared of what that's so interesting because they've not been, hold on, let me pull some more cards. All right, so I accidentally pulled these two. Oh, damn, look at all these cups. Definitely a lot of emotion. The 5 of Cups is about grief and sadness. And then the 7 of Cups is like all the possibilities. You have too many options. I wonder if Harry feels like, because that's like dreams and stuff. It's also about like all these possibilities, but also things kind of feeling crowded. And then you have the Page of Cups, which is someone who, I wonder if there was a certain amount of comfortability between Harry and Louis from Harry's perspective with that Page of Cups, because that's about somebody who feels grounded in his identity and feels free to express himself in the energy of Louis. Yeah, because this is like, I'm hearing like the word comfort blanket in my mind's eye. I'm seeing somebody with like their childhood teddy bear. I wonder if there's definitely an ode to feeling connected to this person, whether or not the news is showing it. but there's some sadness going on too. I'm hearing the song, "You Left Me Just When I Needed You Most." And listen, this doesn't mean it's a sexual thing, like exclusively, but friendship breakups and friendship like heartache is sometimes more painful than romantic, because friendships don't have to end. I mean, they do, but you guys know what I mean. Either with romantic relationships, typically, unless you're non-monogamous, you date to be together with that person for the rest of your life, or you're going to break up. Versus friends, it can kind of be a slow burn. Yeah, I have someone popping into my mind's eye where we kind of just faded away and it was really sad, but, and like, that's what I'm kind of picking up on. It's like, it's hard to let go. We've weathered this storm together. I'm kind of stuck to the past. And then you have the Five of Cups, which is about like grief and sadness. So I'm not sure if he's mourning. And listen, like I said, I don't know if there's anything sexual here going on. But that Seven of Cups, it's like, yeah, I'm hearing the song like about dreams. So it's like we accomplished all of our dreams together. And there was this comfortability with you where I could like be playful with you. What happened between these two though? Was it a chick? Because the Nine of Swords is about, again, these not all like nines, like the Nine of Swords is about anxiety and worry preventing you. Yeah. So I wonder if Harry, because I'm in Harry's energy, I wonder if he feels like he saw, you know how when you really love someone and you're kind of blinded with rose-colored glasses, right? And then you get out of it and then you look at it from a completely different perspective once the fog is kind of cleared. And that's like, I saw you in a different way and now I see you in I saw you in one way, now I see you in a different way, a more a version that's more closer to the reality. And it just prevented me from, but I'm struggling because I thought you were one way and you weren't. I wonder if he has some anxiety around Louis. And then you have the idea of him, at least. And then you have the Empress card, which is about receiving love. So was there a woman, or is there like a mom wound? Do any of them have mom wounds? But 3 is also about expand, because the Empress is 3. So that's also about creative expansion, creativity, and growth. So I wonder if the breakup from Harry's perspective of One Direction kind of tore him up more than he maybe alluded to. Because I wonder if he feels like it's hard. I mean, yeah, because I'm hearing the song, I'm hard to love, no, I don't make it easy. So I'm wondering if one of them has like a wound where it's hard for them to receive love, even if it's not in a sexual way. Yeah, I'm hearing the song Big Girls Don't Cry. And then I have the Temperance card in reverse, which that's again about an imbalance. So I wonder if Harry felt like he tried harder than Louis in the friendship. And that's also about trying to force a situation. It's also connected to the Hierophant, which is like the marriage card. So I don't want to say for certain that there was something between them. But I mean, let me pull from the back deck. The High Priestess reversed, blocked intuition, the Five of Pentacles in reversed, and the Judgment card. Yeah. I mean, isn't Harry Styles known for kind of being androgynous in how he dresses, right? So there could be some fluidity there. I feel it more so on Harry's end than I do Louis', if I'm being honest. I haven't pulled for Louis, so I shouldn't say that. But right now in Harry's energy, yeah, that's about refusal to look in. And then you have the Five of Pentacles, which 5s are about struggle. Yeah, that's about lingering fears, about falling on hardship. It's also about moving away from challenges. So I wonder if he's kind of moved on, but when he, you know how like when you think you know how you think you've moved on from something, but then you like Mercury's in retrograde and your exes or ex friendships kind of get brought to the surface and it feels like you have to relive it all over again. You're like, why do I feel this way? I could see him kind of being healed from whatever problems they had, or kind of how it shook out between the two of them. But I can see him like reminiscing. Yeah, I'm hearing the song reminiscing when I was your man. So I don't want to say for certain. Yeah, that's connected to the Justice card, which, again, imbalance. And also the High Priestess, blocked intuition. That's about self-doubt and resentment. I think Harry, and this, listen, I don't know anything about this. People don't come for me if you're a One Directioner, but I think Harry feels like he put a lot into that relationship and it didn't reap like, he didn't, he feels like it was an imbalance. Like with that Temperance card in reverse, like you're pouring into each other, but it's in the reverse. It's like I pour into you, but you don't pour into me. So I wouldn't be shocked if there was a little bit more than a standard friendship. I mean, some people are really close with friends, and you know, sometimes you get a little crush and whatever. Yeah, I'm hearing David Archuleto's song. Isn't there a song he has called Crush or something like that? But do I think they had a full-fledged relationship? No, I'm not getting that energy at all. But I think Harry, just in the cards I'm reading, I think he kind of feels like there was an imbalance in their relationship, but he's kind of holding on. Yeah, I'm hearing Avril Lavigne's song Keep Holding On. So I think it hurt him, but I think it's more of a friendship thing where it's like, you were supposed to be my friend, and I just feel like you didn't pour in me like I poured into you. So that's how Harry feels about Louis. Let's do, how does Louis feel about Harry? For alleged and entertainment purposes only. How does Louis feel about Harry? Damn. Okay. He definitely feels like he was a big part of his life with 3 major arcanas like that. You have the Chariot card, which is about inspired action and momentum. Things happened too fast. I think something happened. And he got spooked. And he was like, yo, this isn't cool. You have the Strength card in reversed, which is about apprehension, like lacking confidence, wavering in trust, feeling apprehensive. You're really vulnerable. I'm not saying that like these two had a full-on relationship, sexual or whatever, but I think there was a little more. I think Harry was more in tune with his sexuality and his feelings than Louis was. But with that Chariot card, like something happened really fast and it completely changed the dynamic of the relationship. And they couldn't come back from it. They couldn't, because this is the Strength card is about overcoming obstacles. They couldn't come back for it. Look at the lions here, look at the lions there. It's like, we couldn't come back from that. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that movie, The Chronicles of the Narnia, which the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Aslan, where he gets killed. And he does come back, right? And if this card was in the upright, it's like, yeah, he came back from the dead after the witch killed him. But it's in the reversal. It's almost like he didn't come back. We can't come back from this. It's dead. The Hierophant card in the reverse. If this was in the upright, didn't I pull this? Maybe I didn't. But this is the Marriage card. It's in the reversal. That's also like rigid belief. So listen. This is for alleged and entertainment purposes only. I'm not here to spread rumors or anything. I'm just reading the tarot. So if you don't, if you're somebody who's a One Directioner or a Louis or a Harry stan, like, don't shoot me. I'm just reading the tarot. If you want my opinion, Harry was more comfortable talking or leaning into his sexuality. He could, I could see Harry being bisexual. I don't know if he's out, but I know that he wears dresses and stuff, and that doesn't mean he's gay or he's bisexual. It just means he's more comfortable in his masculine and his femininity. I think there could have been a touch of him being into Louis, and I think he might have done something like, Yeah, I'm hearing the song. Yeah, Big Girls Don't Cry. Yes, you can hold my hand if you want to, and I want to hold yours too. But I can picture, like, if this is Harry's hand, Louis being like this, kind of getting scared. And so I think something happened really fast. They could not overcome it, and it just was I'm hearing that. I'm hearing the meme. I think it's a Vine where it's like two dudes chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. So it's like, hold on, let me pull some more cards. The Five of Pentacles, challenges and struggles. The Hermit card in reversed. And the Seven of Cups in reverse this time. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles is literally like the struggle card. It's focusing on the lack. Yeah, this is about losing a relationship. Yeah, I'm hearing the song You're Losing Me. And I wouldn't marry me either. That's about a relationship being on shaky ground. And then you have the Hermit card, but it's in the reversal. And that's about like loneliness and isolation. It's like leave me alone. Yeah, I'm picturing like a teenager like slamming their door and locking it and be like, leave me alone. It's also about refusing to look within. Damn. And then you have the Seven of Cups, but it's in the reversal. And that's about like confusion. I think low-key for legend and entertainment purposes only, I think that Louis really struggled. I think that Louis struggled with his sexuality. And you know how, like, they say in 100 years we'll all kind of be more fluid and more sexual? Like, it's just gonna go with the times. I can see, like, Louis not even wanting to, like, crack open the door. And I think that's what... And I don't even know if Harry would have been like... I don't think Harry gave him an ultimatum or anything. I think he was just more comfortable in his sexuality. I'm hearing the song Good Luck, Babe. Hate to say it, but I told you so. The Three of Swords in reversed. I gotta let this go. The Eight of Cups. And the first card I had pulled for Harry, maybe. Yeah. You have the Three of Swords, which is literally about like releasing pain, but it's also threes are about collaboration and expansion, but it's in the reversal. This relationship, friendship is done. This card is also about avoiding bringing heartbreak into new situations. So I wonder if this kind of stays with him, because I did a reading on him and his girlfriend, right? Louis Tomlinson and Zara, whatever. I wonder if that kind of, yeah, because I'm hearing the song Give Your Heart a Break. I wonder if that kind of leaks into his other relationships. But yeah, I still think that he holds a candle to him for some reason. Like, even though he seems to... I think Louis kind of just slammed the door shut on Harry on this. But I still think he thinks about him. I still think it comes back up. And then you have the Four of Pentacles, which is like a greedy card. Yeah. Because that's about like building stability, conserving resources, like building stability. Well, it also reminds me of the Four of Wands, which is about it's like the victory card, but if you look at it, it's like two couples, right? The Four of Wands. And then let's look at the back deck. Yeah, the Justice card in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reversed, the Two of Cups. That reminds me of him and his new girlfriend, or his girlfriend that he's been dating. Yeah, the Justice card in reverse. I mean, that's again connected to the High Priestess, but in the reversal, blocked intuition, refusing to go within. That's about imbalance, unfair treatment. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, which again is like generosity with strings attached. I wonder if he resents Harry a little bit. I wonder if he's also, I wonder if he gaslit him a little bit, where he was like, I didn't ask you to do that. Inequality. But then you have the Two of Cups, which is like partnership and unionship. Yeah, that's about like a new relationship. That kind of reminds me of him and his girlfriend. I think he thinks... But you know what? The song just popped into my head when I looked at this rose. Every rose has its thorn. So, yeah. I think, if you want my opinion, don't roast me. I'm reading tarot, and tarot is subjective. It's not, I mean, it's all opinions, no facts. It's not personal. I feel the need to say that. Somebody requested this video, so I did it. So, I'm not saying that they were a thing. I just think Harry was kind of more into it than he was, from more of a friendship perspective. And honestly, I don't think that Louis wasn't into it. I just don't think he could allow himself to do it. I think there was some kind of shame there. Do I think they had a full-on romantic relationship? No. I think Louis got spooked before it could even be that. And who knows? I think that, yeah, I think Harry's just more comfortable in his gender fluidity and sexuality. So that's just my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want a free reading, email me at floatinghandsoti@gmail.com, and I'll catch you at the next one.